Sup, football fam? If you thought this summer couldn't get crazier, buckle up. We've got Alexander Isak supposed to be heading to Liverpool, but now Benjamin Šeško is off to Manchester United, and that one move just flipped the whole thing on its head. Think of it like dominoes. Isak's move hinged on Newcastle getting Šeško. Now that's done, United just pulled a checkmate. In this video, I'll walk you through the latest updates, how every club is reacting, and what comes next. Let's get into it. First, let's revisit Isak's ongoing saga. Liverpool made their move, a £110 million bid, and Isak was ready. He's not traveling with the squad and has turned down Newcastle's new contract, but the Magpies rejected the offer and held firm, insisting he isn't for sale. Eddie Howe has even admitted his fate isn't wholly in his hands. Here's the new twist. Fabrizio Romano still says the deal is very much alive. He claims it's absolutely concrete. Isak wants Liverpool, Liverpool wants him. The only question is whether Newcastle blinks. Liverpool's financial picture just changed, too. They've officially sold Darwin Nunez to Al Hilal for a reported €56 million. That fresh capital could be funneled into a new Isak offer. Perfect leverage as things stand. Here's where things take a twist. Benjamin Šeško is officially a Manchester United player. The deal's done. £73.7 million up front with all add-ons included. That ships him to Old Trafford on a 5-year contract. And yes, Newcastle were interested too. They even offered more with Champions League football on the table. But Šeško opted for United's project instead. Tells you how much pulling power they've got. United's boss, Ruben Amorim, is hyped. He praised Šeško's potential. Ball control, aerial presence, and speed got the green light from him. This is a game changer. Newcastle's replacement is gone, and Isak's departure now feels like it's locked in neutral. Somehow these transfers are all connected, like a chain reaction nobody planned for. Liverpool are eyeing up Isak like he's the final piece to their puzzle. Newcastle, meanwhile, would only even think about letting him go if they had Šeško lined up as a safety net. And then, because football loves a good plot twist, United swoop in and snatch Šeško for themselves. Smooth, right? Now Newcastle's left staring at an empty striker list, suddenly clinging to Isak, not because he's untouchable, but because they've got no one else to do the job. Romano says the Isak door is still open. Sure, technically, but now the key is sitting in someone else's pocket and you're standing outside pretending the lock's just a bit stuck. This isn't about who's waving the biggest check anymore. It's about who's got the better timing, the sharper moves, and the guts to act before the other guy even knows the game's changed. Time to break it down into possible outcomes, because right now, this feels less like football transfers and more like a Netflix drama with too many plot twists. Scenario A, Liverpool press on. They walk back into the room, slam £150 million on the table, and say, take it or leave it. Newcastle, suddenly sweating bullets, goes into panic mode trying to grab a striker, maybe Nicholas Jackson, before the clock runs out. If that happens, the deal's done. Everyone shakes hands and we pretend it was all part of the master plan. Scenario B, Newcastle digs in. No Šeško means no safety net. So Newcastle just folds their arms and says, no deal. Liverpool, not in the mood to beg, turn their heads towards other options. Maybe Jonathan David, maybe Vlahovic. Basically anyone who can put the ball in the net without bringing this much drama. Scenario C, everyone stalls. This is the slow burn disaster ending. Liverpool walks away, Isak stays where he is, and the transfer window slams shut like a door in a storm. No heroes, no happy endings, just two clubs staring at each other thinking, well, that was a waste of time. Honestly, the next few days are going to be like watching the final episodes of a thriller. You're hooked, you're stressed, and you know one bad move could turn the big summer signing into the big summer flop. Šeško's move has basically hit the big red reset button on the whole saga. Isak's dream move is still alive, clinging on like that last 1% phone battery, but it's only happening if someone, anyone, actually gets off the sofa and makes it happen. Let me know below. Should Liverpool meet the full price and force Newcastle's hand? Can United's bold move scare Newcastle off selling? Or is this heading for a stale, no-movement finish? Hit that like button and subscribe for daily updates because this one's far from over. I'll catch you next time. Peace.